everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kayla, Rundle if you don't know me, and you might see a different background than usual. That's because I am in Scottsdale Restorations and I am having them redo my interior and sound system paneling in my Camaro Interior. It has been way too long. I should have done this a long time ago. They are allowing me to video the process, get hands-on, learn how it is all done, because I love taking you guys through the process and showing you guys how to do it, the quality behind the projects, the engineering, the thought process of their team and everything behind it. Behind me, you can see a lot of Camaro parts, and that is because I gutted my Camaro Interior, and I will show you guys those clips here. And I do have another YouTube video of gutting the interior of the Camaro and walking through that process, so be sure to go check out that video. Let's walk through all of these parts. All right, first off is these door panels. These are the OEM door panels. I actually do have the upgraded Camaro. It's a 2013 2SS RS. It's the fully upgraded Camaro from 2013. So this did come with a upgraded sound system. It's like the Boston Acoustics brand, which a lot of Camaro people love the way it sounds, but obviously this is more than 13 years old now, and it does not sound good anymore, so we are completely upgrading these. To make this visually more interesting on the door panel, there's like a detail line here on the door from factory, so we are going to be finishing and doing a different look on this kick panel area, which will blend into the new speaker that we will be installing. And then on the door as well, there's these little tweeters on the pillar, GM product in there. It's held in by one screw, so we're going to be upgrading those as well. I ripped out all of the speakers and subs that are factory, and these are the 6x9s. These were found in the rear trunk lid of the Camaro. They just don't do the job that we want anymore compared to all the technology that is out today. The speaker that is in the very front on top of the dash, this was the cover for that. As you can see, there's just 4 clips, and I just used a pry tool to pop those 4 clips out. It was just connected by 2 7mm on both sides. Again, we have the door speakers, 1 in each side. Those came out very easy as well once you get the door panels off. All right, next up, I never thought I'd get rid of this, but this is the Chevy MyLink head unit. This is what I'm sure all the Camaro people want, because a lot of people don't have the MyLink system in their car, but I don't have navigation, so I don't mind taking this out. Now, to get a new head unit, unfortunately, it is all connected with the AC controls So there is an aftermarket replacement for that, but you do have to take out the gauges, but we will be putting this back in the car once we replace that head unit with the new one. A while ago, you might have seen me redo my headliner and A-pillars, and I'm not a professional, so of course the rear of the headliner is failing, and my A-pillars never fully went back into the right position. So apparently for the pillars you have to get a thinner Alcantara material instead of the foam backed one. You have to use the foam backed material on the headliner, but not the foam backed material on the pillars. So of course Scottsdale Restorations is helping me out with that. We're gonna make all these pillars look brand new and my headliner look brand new with the proper material this time. This is how bad it's looking, with glue and dirt all over it. I have some leftover sound damping from my E30 blue car project that I LS3 swapped. I did get the 12-inch by 24-inch sheets. I did get their little roller install tool, and I honestly love the look of this. This does have a flexible design, so it's very easy to lay in all sorts of wonky shapes in the interior. So I'm gonna cut where the wires are so the wires will lay on top of the material. So let's get started in the interior and start installing the boom mat. First things first, to lay down this sound dampening, I'm just using a fresh microfiber, and I'm actually gonna use some glass cleaner. They recommend some alcohol, but really anything to get the surface clean, so that ensures the adhesive will stay on. I'm gonna try to lay this out. I'm gonna set these all down where I kind of want them to lie. And make sure they're all going the same direction. It's 2. I should be able to cover this rear area with only 4. Notice I'm like trying to keep the logo like all facing the right way, otherwise it'll be noticeable. And this one, the corner's cut from when I did the E30. I'm thinking of starting in the middle, rolling it, and then working to the edge. Yeah, look how good this is gonna look.
What you did there is you didn't do that. You always do the lowest spots first.
I know I did. That's why I had to cut that, because I had to droop it down more. It's touching.
Take the roller and like hit it with the roller.
Like cut it?
No, like you're massaging it, but hit it hard. There you go, like that. Yeah.
So you're gonna get mad. Look at that, you use the handle. It's pretty good.
Yeah, multi-tool. See how it's rounded? You just get in those round spots.
Smart.
You can also use it for these two right here. Every Dynamat has aluminum. What this is actually the heat barrier, because aluminum dissipates heat faster than sheet metal does. You use this stuff around the hole, and the terminals on the speakers touch this, your speakers will ground out. Ask me how I know. See how like you can't get in there with the roller, but you can just take this.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on to my Camaro door. So where the speaker lies on the inner panel of the door, it will create some rattling. I thought it was just rattling from the inside of the car to the outside of the car, which is what the sound dampening controls. but it also helps with controlling the audio from escaping out of the door panel. So I'm gonna try to lay some of the sound dampening on the outer door panel along with the inner panel and make it look as good as possible. Okay, we'll see. I think that's kind of how I want it. And I might have to cut the bottom with my scissors. I gotta get this like AC vent out because I have to like rebuild half of it. So I am going to be removing these little screws behind here, which are 7 millimeters. I finally got my AC thing apart. It comes off in many layers of clips. And here she is. It has the protective layer on it still. I had to cut like the grates right here just so I could feed this wire all the way through because I didn't want to smush it in the layers of the AC vent. But this is it completed. Getting to this third bolt, which was like more inside of the dash, was really difficult. So hopefully I can get it back in now. But it comes in from the back side like this. It feeds in nicely like that. Just finished installing the P3V3 OBD2 gauge in the Camaro, and it's nice because it's integrated with an OEM look into the AC vent, which is our goal for this entire interior project, is to kind of give it an OEM plus look. This does give real-time data. I believe there's like 8 different modes you can watch. Your temperatures, oil pressure, whatever you can get from the OBD2. And there's also a few extra wires if you want to connect to read your ethanol content and any of that. So I'm hoping to do that sometime in the future. But for now, we got the job done. It's installed. I'm trying to hide the design on the door behind me because there's a lot of content about this interior coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how I installed my sequenced third brake light in the deck lid since everything's gutted. But I appreciate you guys all watching, and shout out to Scottsdale Restorations for doing this project with me and helping me and showing me the process of how to do the entire interior. I'll see you guys in the next one.